Time now, round 2 of the early show cook-off. In this corner, last time we tried our hand at comfort foods. All this week long, it is the battle for breakfast. Each day this week, a celebrity chef, in this case our good friend Tim Love, will help us make one of our favorite breakfast foods and then judge the results.
At the end of the week, we'll crown a winner and make a donation to that anchor's name, in the name of his or her charity. I'm very
You're really excited.
This is very nervous for me. I've been stressing about this for years now.
Breathe deeply. We kick things off, as we mentioned, with Tim Love, chef and owner of Fort Worth's Lonesome Dove Western Bistro. I just have to say, they have their game faces on. I'm not getting a word in edgewise because they are so, especially you got to watch out for these two.
Listen,
we
thought it was a friendly competition last time. It turned into something altogether different.
Got a little ugly.
We're prepared this time.
So Erica, this is your dish.
So we each pick a dish each day. So I picked grits because I love grits.
Love it.
I've never actually made grits, but I really enjoy eating them. And you're the man. I love the way you laugh.
The cackle.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's not that I can't make them. I just didn't have enough time.
Of course not. Yeah, obviously. And grits do take time. That's a good thing to point out. Unless you buy the quick grits.
You can't. But that doesn't count, right?
Well, it counts.
In a fix,
just not
it works.
as good. Yeah, it fix it works.
For folks who are familiar with them, we know they're really big in the South. That's where I fell in love with them. But if you've never made grits before, what are grits?
Grits are, it's basically dried corn that's been ground. And oddly enough, the way that grits are made, it makes them a little bit more healthy for you. By the way, they're ground up, it releases more nutrients from the corn than just eating corn on the cob.
I love it when breakfast is good for us.
Exactly. At the same time, the things that we put into the grits are the things that aren't good for us, right?
Cheese, everybody needs calcium.
So for me, when I make grits, I got to tell you, the main thing about grits when you make them is you got to salt the water.
Okay.
Because if you make grits and then try to salt them, it's never going to happen.
All right.
You'll never get them to be seasoned well enough, so you want to salt the water. It's the most important thing in making grits.
And then, because we see you stirring here, it's sort of reminiscent. If anybody ever makes risotto, you have to stand over and stir it the whole time. How long does it take to make grits?
Hold on, he's already starting.
Raggy, the cheating has started.
Is there a judge here? I mean, what
I'm the judge. I'm the
Tim,
judge.
come on, police work.
I didn't see it. That's true. Now, to make grits, it takes about 45 minutes to make real stone ground grits, but there's different variants. You got quick grits, and stone ground grits. So.
Okay, so we all have grits.
We
need to get started. You've made grits for each one of us.
Hey, come on. Jeff is nervous.
Well, we all start working on our grits. Talk to us a little bit about what you're putting in yours.
That's right. So for me, when I make grits, I salt the water first. Very important. I use chicken stock to make the grits to give them a little bit more flavor. And then I finish with a little bit of jalapenos that I've chopped up here. And then a little bit of smoked cheddar.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can add eggs to it and then bake them, and it fluffs the grits up.
You just put that in the oven when you get fancy like that?
That's right. But this right here makes a tremendously nice, good-looking grit here, and I'm going to taste mine to make sure I'm good.
That's a lot of butter. I think I put too much butter in.
So it begins, Jeff Glore.
Right there.
All right, Tim, give me a hand
from the
here.
South. Now,
I'm gonna have to call in the emergency crews already. I think here.
What have you done?
So first of all, what I asked for is
butter.
Yeah, a little too much butter, but that's butter. It's good for you. Yeah, bacon and butter are both good for you. So I asked for yellow grits.
I see that.
Which is the whole corn, right?
Well, it's not necessarily the whole corn. It's just a different kind of corn. So you get yellow grits and white grits, but whole corn, yes, ground up.
Okay.
So why do you like yellow grits?
I've just had it before, and I think I liked it a little bit better than the white. I mean, I know white is more popular, but...
You think the yellow gives it more flavor?
I also felt like doing something different.
Obviously, a big culinary background.
Yeah.
That is right here.
All right,
Jeff,
thank you.
I'm proud of you for that.
All right, thank you, Tim. Appreciate that, buddy. So my plan is to do, I think I have one of the simpler recipes. My plan is to do yellow grits with some cheddar cheese, some bacon, some scallions, last minute add with some jalapenos, and then some grape tomatoes.
It's all about the finish, Jeff. So I can't really, you can talk about the ingredients all day. I want to see some action.
I will talk about the ingredients all day.
I will.
All right.
Okay,
let me get honest here.
What do you got here, darling?
So I keep sampling the grits because they're just so delicious for inspiration. So I've got my grits. What I'm doing is I'm grilling some leeks and some scallions.
Nice.
I'm going to mix into my grits a little bit of fajita cheese.
Do you think you want to add a little oil to that while you're grilling them?
I had a little oil on the pan. I didn't want it to be too greasy.
Okay.
I have nothing to flip them with.
Huh? Here, I'll flip them for you.
Oh, nice.
See, they look pretty, don't they?
They look really good. I'll give you that.
Is he allowed to do that?
Now remember, with the leeks, you got to cook them a little while. You don't have a whole lot of time. I want to point out.
Well, we have some pre-grilled, although they're a little more oily. But
we have the TV leeks.
We do.
Give you these.
Perfect.
Well, actually, those are my,
Yeah, you're right.
and some scallions. So I'm going to
Okay.
put in some fajita cheese. I think a little bit of finely diced jalapeno because I like a little kick in
All
mine
right.
too. I'm not kissing up. I submitted this recipe before I knew it was
That's not true, actually. She came by and said, oh, you
Tim,
using
if you could just be
jalapenos.
quiet, I'd really appreciate it. And so then
not
there'll be a
crawfishing
little
on
bit
me, are you,
more.
right?
And then I'm going to have some poached egg on top.
The poached
some
egg. I
other
like the
little
poached.
ditties.
I love poached egg on grits.
So good
I do.
because then the
That's
yolk
right.
runs into the grits.
Stir it all up.
I mean,
It's like eating slop. It's tremendous in your mouth.
I love slop.
All right.
Sounds
Raggy, what do we got?
Sounds to me like she told the celebrity chef to shut up a second ago.
Yeah.
And I think that's a
I
deduction.
deduct that.
Oh,
That
I
should
was
be a-
confused.
It's all right
That's
here,
easy.
Chris.
That should be a deduction, Tim.
So what do we got? You got some beef going here.
We got some beef going here, some green peppers, some red peppers. I got some onions in there, a little steak sauce to give it a little bit of flavor.
Some mushrooms.
Some mushrooms in there.
You put some A1 in the grits?
No,
Right.
don't question me just yet. Defending champ.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just tell him not to question you? I just want to clarify. I'm just clarifying.
This guy's putting steak sauce in grits is a little
nice.
embarrassing off the top.
No.
Yes.
He's a
It
celebrity.
is.
Don't knock it just
But I'm
yet.
not going to knock it. I'm going to taste them.
Don't knock it
I'm going
just
to taste
yet.
them. Let me, all right. Okay, Marisol, what do you got?
I'm adding shrimp. I did some butter, some garlic, some shrimp. I had a little bit too much heat on this hot plate, so I had to lower it a little bit.
Okay.
My garlic went a little haywire, but I'm trying to salvage it a little bit. I've also added some asparagus for color and texture.
Okay.
I chopped some of the shrimp.
Shrimp and grits, huh? I like it.
Thank you. I have a little bit of jalapeno for heat later on, and some various and sundry cheeses, and I
see
hope
that.
you enjoy it.
Asparagus, shrimp, and grits. Is that what we're going with? With heat.
You say that
Just asking.
admonishingly.
Just-
grater.
That's a great word, by the way.
You know, I try. That's what I'm going with. This is my story, and
Okay,
I'm sticking
with
to
it.
it.
I like it. Okay. So I'm going to check back here with Jeff a little bit.
I'm beginning to plate,
Jeff,
Tim.
you're beginning to play. It's good. That's good because we got about 30 seconds, guys.
What?
Whoa!
30
What
seconds.
happened? What happened?
Wait a minute.
30 seconds. You better get on the hustle.
I need
Your
a
leeks-
grater.
your
My
leeks are
cheeses,
still
don't
slightly
worry, those
grilling.
are just for show.
They look good.
But my cheese isn't melting.
Maybe you switch them
You got
out.
to put it in earlier.
You got it?
Lord, this is
You know you're in trouble when I'm advising you on food.
well.
I didn't want to say anything, Jeffrey,
He's
but you're
moving
right.
stuff around.
Yeah.
Roasted tomatoes here.
Roasted tomatoes are going to go on my
There's a lot of
plate.
hustle happening right here. These
Yeah.
grits are looking pretty good.
Okay,
bad, huh?
we're going to be
Not
right
bad.
back. We're
Looking
going to
good.
work
I'm just
on
worried
our
about the
plating.
flavor of them with that A1
Don't worry.
sauce.
Tim may do a little
It's embarrassing
testing.
that A1 is in
We
grits.
didn't
The
put
battle
any
begins.
A1 in. Don't worry.
He's like a crawfish backing up right
There
now.
for show.
This.
Look at this. Plate them up.
Mel,
Utensils down.
kiss.
Grits on the plate, baby.